Billerica Police are looking to save money on gas. Their secret ingredient? Distilled water. The department installed a water injection system called an Aquatune on one of its police cruisers this week. Police hope the device will increase the car's fuel efficiency by 20%. Mike Foley of Dracut recently purchased Aquatune's distributorship for New England, and he pitched the benefits of the device to Billerica Police.
Obviously, municipalities are looking for ways to cut back on money with the budget deficits everybody's facing in Massachusetts. This was just an idea that we had, and we thought we'd try it out. Chief Roser okayed it, and we're just going to see if it does. In fact, if it can come up with a 20% cost savings, it would be a no-brainer for us to take advantage of it.
Well, basically, it takes distilled water, and it converts it through the processor, which you've got pictures of already, and it splits the atoms, the oxygen and hydrogen atoms, out from the water and separates them. Not 100%, but enough that it becomes loose and it can burn separately. And then it goes into the combustion chamber through the intake manifold, and it helps the gasoline burn all at once rather than at a slower pace. You get more BTU out of your fuel, therefore more power. And basically that's it, and at the same time it cuts your emissions because it's burning all the fuel, there's nothing left over.
Filed this water for gas system last week, but one police department in the upstate has been looking at this for months. Now they're using it. It looks like a regular SUV, but it's not. Misleading because it's an undercover Honeypath police vehicle, and also because it's running on something experimental.
People laugh at you for trying some things, but if you don't try, you don't know.
Honeypath Police Department has just 6 cars and a few officers and doesn't have a big budget for a large gas bill, so they're using water for gas.
Yeah, we've had a few snickers from some people in town that just don't believe it, and naturally I was skeptical of it when the mayor would talk about it.
He's talking about the water for gas system. You build it and attach it to the engine. It then produces hydrogen and oxygen, or what the water for gas people call HHO. It's supposed to give you better gas mileage.
You know, the numbers speak for themselves. 6 to 8 miles per gallon is a pretty good number, pretty good increase. So,
they discussed it for 6 months before trying it out, now planning to put the HHO system on all Honeypath town cars.
I had done research on it, and with the situation like it is, and our fuel costs is so going up so high, that I felt like I had to do something to try to save the taxpayers' money here in our town.
The mayor's even putting it on his personal car.
Works officials continue looking into hydrogen as an answer to cutting fuel costs. Tests started last fall. Rock County reporter Brad Chameson tells us with the new technology, the city has some high hopes for the future. And Brad tells us the boosters not only increase performance, but officials say it also improves emissions. Now, in one truck, hydrocarbon emissions drop to 0 parts per million when the system is up and running.
What we're going to try and do is displace as much fossil fuel as possible.
Since Beloit started looking into hydrogen boosters in November, everything has changed.
The electronics controls were not available at that time, and now, I mean, it's almost unheard of to buy one of these units without full electronic controls.
The new generation of boosters still uses electricity to separate water into hydrogen and oxygen and burn hydrogen for fuel.
Pieces of equipment currently, when you use the hydrogen fuel cells on these vehicles, hydrocarbon particles per million drop tremendously. So there's a lot less pollution coming out of the exhaust. That's due to a clean combustion and because of the added hydrogen.
We look at the system or this project to be able to help our city financially and environmentally. So if the hydrogen project can help us in those 2 areas, it more than does what we set out to do.
We work for the taxpayers of this community, and that was our goal, is to do something to help the community, and that's reducing our costs through technology.
It's wonderful. I like to see it on all. So.